I hit the go live button. I'm doing good. George has literally got here. I haven't even had time to say hello to George. George, how you doing?
Great. I'm doing great. Glad to be here. I was just reading on the way in. How about Jennifer Lawrence? I was cracking up. You saw that?
Yeah.
Come on. There were no
Hey,
women.
Sorry, George.
No female
Hollywood
leads before 2012. Did you know that, Ass?
Well, Hollywood is always going to have scum, right? Hollywood's always going to have stupid people. Yeah? But you know what Hollywood will never, ever run out of? Narcissism.
Oh, yes. Absolutely.
I was the first ever female leading lady.
I think, but before 2012, I mean, I don't remember, but wasn't there something called Aliens, Terminator, Colombiana, La Femme Nikita,
dude,
Underworld?
Forget all those. When I was in the 80s and I was a kid, I was watching Cynthia Rockwell.
God, Cynthia Rockwell. I didn't know anybody knew who she was anymore.
No,
what the hell happened to her? You know, that's a.
I think she recently was interviewed by somebody not too long ago, maybe a year or two ago. But yeah, I used to watch her movies because we used to watch Van Damme and Schwarzenegger and stuff. So, you know, you had to have Cynthia in there as well.
Oh yeah, nice.
Gotta get those kick-ass rock, not rock. But thank you. I was waiting for somebody to constantly correct me on the internet.
You know, one of my favorite was Gina Davis in The Long Kiss Goodnight.
Long Kiss Goodnight. Now that's a movie that subverts your expectations.
Oh yeah, the right way.
In the right way, correct. Yeah. I mean, Lawrence is a stupid bitch. She's a stupid. Look, I don't care that she's got buyer's remorse for fucking Harvey Weinstein. Okay. That's not my issue. That's what she's going to have to deal with, okay, through the rest of her life. But to think there was movies were shit anyway. You know, they weren't even in good mood, just adult, what they call young adult crap.
YA stuff. But the fact that she had the
rip-off Battle Royale, mate. You want to see it done properly, watch Battle Royale.
Oh, there you go. But could you imagine just what type of, I guess narcissism is the best way to put it, like you said, but what type of cojones, like gall, guts, balls it takes to sit there and say, yeah, no female leads before this. You know, they just wouldn't let us in. And then she was interviewing Viola Davis for the Woman King saying, this is the greatest film of 2022. I'm like, did you happen to read just any bit of the history of those women? Like they used to chop the heads off of people, you know, use them as soup bowls or take their jawbone, sell the kids as slaves. So I was like, wow. Great.
Yeah. But you don't remember a few years ago when they did the Tonya Harding biopic. And Tonya Harding was hideous woman. Had a fellow ice skater kneecapped, was it?
Right.
So she couldn't compete, so she could hopefully win. She was being taken to all of the award ceremonies, and they're applauding her.
Makes no sense. And she put out that sex tape, if I recall.
Oh no!
You remember that? Because it was all over the news. One night, I think it was called One Night with Tanya.
I remember One Night in Paris.
But you know, she used to go. She did a couple of boxing matches. I even think a few wrestling gigs. You know,
love that movie. Foxy Boxing. Was that Foxy Boxing or just?
Yeah, it was
regular. Yeah, Jennifer Lawrence is a stupid cow. She's a horrible person from what you see of her in interviews and stuff. I remember her being interviewed and there was a foreign reporter and he had to read from his phone the questions because English isn't his first language.
Right.
And she was there going, excuse me, maybe you should start looking at your phone. You know, you wouldn't lose your concentration. And he's trying to say the question in a non-native language. So he has to all eyes on me.
Where's your tolerance? Yeah, crazy. And then when she called her parents Yahtzees.
Sorry, George, this is my show. I'm a narcissist now. I'm taking over. We can hear you, George.
Thank
That's
you.
as good as it gets.
I'm happy. No, she was just too funny. Too funny. Great news, though. And then you got Harry, hapless Harry. I'm sure you're proud of him. His new...
No, he's all yours now. All yours.
No, we don't want him.
No,
Take
yours.
him back.
We just spoke about buyer's remorse, George.
We did not want him here.
Well, shouldn't have married Megan Sparkly Brain. She's such a victim. Did you know that? Such a terrible
$100
victim.
million. Just can't do enough. You know, we just can't feed ourselves. It's just, and what was it? The royal family were just.
If you want to ask a question, that's fine. Spamming caps locks and the question over and over again. Sorry, George, carry on.
No, it's just I find it hilarious that they're sitting here going that the royal family were mean to them. Mean. But again,
maybe if you weren't such a cunt.
Yep. I love the way you put those things. It's just she's talking the way. It's like half my family that they watch that they are glued. They support the royal family. They're like, how can they do this after the queen passed away? Especially doing everything else before. But I'm like,
George,
the queen for a second. That was his grandmother.
Can I ask you a question?
Yep.
Let's say you want some privacy.
Mm-hmm.
What would you do to get that privacy?
I definitely wouldn't go in front of a camera, in front of paparazzi.
Oh, so you wouldn't have a Netflix TV show then? Okay.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't make a Netflix TV show about why you want your privacy?
Spot on. Crazy
Again,
people.
Wow, we've got a theme of narcissism already going into today's episode. What have you been up to last week? Anything interesting?
Working. I watched Willow so I could start reviewing it. That was interesting. I got a few new things. Oh, I picked something out of storage when I was looking for some surprises for this weekend. I was in the UK a few years ago and I found this in the store called the Pink Cat Shop.
Wow.
They had these action figures of historical figures. It's like Moses and like Beethoven. I've never seen anything like it in the world.
Let my people go, Pharaoh.
But I was digging around, and so I couldn't believe, but I forgot I had these. I know these aren't 1/6 or statues, but I found a whole lot of them.
Oh, dude, that might be worth a few bob. That.
Oh, I didn't know that. The Superman one and the Joker, Robin. I was like,
I think they're quite difficult to get your hands on now.
Oh.
It's like the Hush lineup are pretty difficult to get your lineup.
Oh, I got one of those.
I'll show you what I was up to.
Yeah, tell me. I saw your short. What's going on? Oh, yes. I haven't put mine up. That's a beauty. That is a beauty from Jazz Inc. Did you turn it on?
Hold on. Fuck off! Sorry, it was bringing up marketing shit. I just want to press my button.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Very nice. Very nice.
And over yonder, let's straighten this up. Module cases.
Oh, they're in. Oh, nice.
Module cases are in.
So
and I've got it all rigged up to my phone now.
Good.
Currently, I am building Lego like a fiend because we took some of the Lego sets out of storage. My brother and I, they're the ones that are in the corner there. We brought 6 sets back to be built and to go into the module cases. So I've nearly built the you'll see it later, the bookcase, the bookshop and the townhouse next to it.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, I'll try not to pull a Vic Mignogna.
I took a look at what you told me about the Eiffel Tower. I did not know how expensive Legos were. I thought, $50, $100. I didn't figure. I was like, what the hell? These are like statue prices. I had no clue.
The Eiffel Tower just arrived about an hour ago. And the box is absolutely ginormous. It's 10,500 pieces and stands 3 foot tall.
Sweet. You know what? I want the Death Star. I've been looking for that for years. That's the only Lego one that I had always focused on. The Death Star and the Millennium Falcon.
Difficult set to get hold of.
Really, is it? Oh, I didn't know it because I've been looking for it. Haven't been able to find it. I want that Death Star, to set it up someplace. So if you ever see it, let me know.
I will. But Lego sets are, as we discussed last week, Lego sets are very collectible now.
Okay.
I made the Eiffel Tower purchase, but that is you want a 1-in-1 scale Unicron. Might be a little bit tough.
Like
you're gonna have to keep it in orbit,
like the 1-1,
and it might eat the planet.
Like I showed you last week, the 1-1 Hulkbuster from Queen Studios. Like, I'm gonna need another home for it.
The Hulkbuster, the Eiffel Tower. They're not even close. The Eiffel Tower is. I've decided that's going to be for investment purposes.
Oh, good. So you're not opening it?
No, I don't think so. Unless I win the lottery, which I don't participate in.
Oh no,
so that's not going to happen. Unless I can buy myself like a decent size house to get these things in. No.
I told you the home needs to become your studio for everything else, and just pop a tent out in the back.
I'm popping a tent now.
Not that way.
Oh.
By the way, I was watching Mr. Porkchop 14. I really like that.
Yeah, that's my bro. That's my broski.
Yeah. Plug his channel. Go check him out. Great channel.
It's Porkchop_14 on YouTube. Get into 1,000 subscribers. He's hit every other goal. He just needs 1,000 subs. Cool. That he can monetize his channel. But there is less than a week left. Hawking my wares. There's a week left, people, for the ability to buy yourself an As Hot Dog Man plushie, complete with belly. That's bought and paid for right there, people. Bought and paid for. The link is in the description box down below. And if you also order a Gary Wizard, you get yourself a 10% discount.
That's very nice.
So there you go. I'm not very good at hawking my wares.
No, I understand. What if you order like the Mauler Wizard hot dog drinker? Like, is there like a 4?
Wow. Well, the Mauler's already here. I've got the new Mauler and the new Fringy.
Oh, really?
I've been informed that. Thank you, Ladart. I've been informed that Rags is near completion.
Okay.
And I think you can still order the cyborg drinker. But the link, the 10% is on Gary and me.
Yeah, I already ordered.
That's a double deal.
Are you going to do another one after this? Like
yes.
Another different. Oh,
not
cool.
Not for a while, but I will be doing another one maybe sometime next year for the real BBC.
I like that.
There's so many different costumes that I've sort of mucked around in. Dr. Az, Peeping Tom. Do you do a
multiverse Az?
I know it's the multiverse of Az.
Like the Doctor Strange, but with multiple heads. The arm thing.
Like the Doctor Strange, apart from good.
Wow.
I believe that Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness just won the People's Choice Award Movie of the Year.
Come on. Are you kidding me? Because was it the Critics' Choice Award that nominated Cruise? Cruise for Rings of Recycled Fantasy for Man. I'm like, what the hell? Like somebody's paying someone off or someone's like going down on someone. There's no way that he gets nominated for. What did he have?
He had about 10 lines. The whole
He smirked.
He
He said 10 things.
He did this a couple of times.
And then he said, "You are the one." Remember to the lady?
No.
It was something similar.
I
I'm
don't
paraphrasing.
remember. I don't remember a lot about that.
No, it's like he's the elf who's lived for, he's immortal.
He's the military elf that's lived for thousands of years that defers to a woman who picks flowers.
But Susie's sister, she's the little general. She's the leader. Follow me. I know how to cook and heal.
Follow me, and 50% of people leave.
And they join Sauron's side. Jeez.
I would rather join Sauron and die than fight for you, you silly cow.
Yeah.
You
You saw Gal Gadot. I was reading it on Bounding in the Comics that it said Wonder Woman 3 was ganked.
Wonder Woman 3 was ganked.
Yeah, it was removed. Like it was supposed to go into production, but they said they didn't like Patty Jenkins' script or what she had in mind.
Did they read the fucking 1984 script?
I think that's the problem.
And you gave her another shot? Patty, you are a great director. I don't think there's any denying that. I think she's a very good director.
Good eye.
Writing, not so much.
Okay.
But Gal Gadot has said that I can't wait to bring you the next chapter.
As long as it's not 1984.
As long as it's not Patty Jenkins.
Some people should just stay in their lanes. Like she's really good at what she does.
Woman, know your role.
Well, because the fact is that she knows exactly what she does. It's just like when you have an actor who's like, I am now going to become a director, a writer, a producer's like, oh, here we go again. Are you motorboating in preparation for those big boobs that you got?
I'm just thinking about all the shit that we've had to watch.
It's been
over the years. It's accumulated. Last night I was building some Lego.
Mm-hmm.
I just had Dr. Disrespect on doing his thing, and I said to myself, I think I got PTSD. I think I've got PTSD from watching Rings of Power.
I can see that
because I saw a picture on it on Twitter. Popped up on my feed. I got Dr. Disrespect on this monitor, and I've got a feed up on the other monitor. And a picture came up, saying Cortez has been nominated for Best Supporting Actor in a Drama. I personally thought it was a comedy, but never mind.
Right.
And I saw that picture, and I was just like,
I still cannot get over his interviews. I think the interviews were the cringiest part, where he's like, I wanted to bring a little bit of my identity into the role. And he's like, so
what?
They said, yeah, because you remember he was talking, they were asking him,
oh yeah,
how were the stunts? And he's like, well, I'm a martial artist. So what I did was I brought in a little wushu, and then I brought in the Afro-Brazilian capoeira. And I'm like, wow, I've never heard of a capoeira kicking out. Just curious, just something interesting.
I can't even remember him fighting.
He flipped a few times, yeah.
He did a couple of flips against a big CGI creature.
Oh.
And then he got saved by a woman that picks flowers.
Pretty much. Oh, he saved her boy, or his boy, his son. It was crazy.
Please, can we not talk about Rings of Power?
I'm waiting to see the reaction. See, it's called exposure therapy, as so we talk about it, we walk through it, and then we can breathe. We can be okay. So I'm going to plaster a picture of, Galad Diarrhea right here on the camera. You can watch, and then eventually you'll be okay with it.
Arcane Duality, you can clearly tell you have never watched any of our streams because we have discussed them on streams. We don't, or in any capacity, obliged to do a specific video on it to justify anything. We've spoken about it, we've discussed it, just like we've done everything else. So you can take your little drama llama and fuckity off. Oh, you see, this is the world that we live in, George. Unless you do something exactly the way somebody wants you to do it in the exact capacity that they want you to do it in at the exact time
Right.
that they want you to do it in. I discussed ISOM as soon as I got ISOM. I did
So
a
they go back.
non-spoiler discussion on it on FNT or the Real BBC, one of the two.
I saw it.
And I really didn't go into spoilers because the books were just dropping. So that's it. So you can tell you've never watched anything. Good try. Go back to the wherever place you came from. Try again.
Let me ask you a question, because you know I'm setting up my first live chat coming up soon, my first live stream. How did you differ from your first time, like when you had people who would do stuff like that? Did you address each one of them? Did you ignore them?
No, I just wanted to address that one because it was so pathetically and calculated. It'd been put together quite clearly by somebody who was wanting to cause some shit. It wasn't like somebody who just didn't know anything or was just curious. This is somebody that's just wanting to cause
drama,
shit. And the thing is, the group of the people I associate with, Gary and Jeremy, Ryan, all these great people, and Drinker and the wonderful Eric July is part of that group. There's no drama between any of us. None, not even a scrap. And we have these little ankle biters that come in.
Great turn.
They try and make something out of nothing because they got very empty lives. Maybe they've come from a different channel and they're doing somebody else's bidding because they have no agency of their own.
Like the narcissist.
Like the narcissist. Exactly.
There we go.
There's a theme. There is a theme this week. I think I've said all I need to say. Nothing else I need to say.
So once they're done with their narcissism, what's left of these people, of like Jennifer Lawrence? Nothing.
Nothing. Jennifer Lawrence, she will. I mean, when was her last major role?
The one she was naked in, I remember. Read something where she was like a Soviet spy. I think it was Soviet assassin. That's all I remember. Just because
don't even know the film.
I don't watch her films. I don't watch any of her films. I don't like her. I just remember because it was on the news and they were like, she's going to be nude. And they said she'd never be nude. And I was like, oh, okay. She did that.
Her nudes got linked years ago. I've seen it. And Jennifer Lawrence, okay to look at. I wouldn't call her anything particularly special, personally. But in terms of personality, vile. Just vile person. Red Sparrow, apparently.
Yeah, read something.
Crimson Tide.
Crimson Tide.
Maybe it was that time of the month.
I mean, she looks like an estrogen-deprived woman who's just trying to get like a hormone high by gaslighting the audience. That's pretty much it.
She looks like somebody with mediocre talent that thinks she's better than she is.
I would agree. I remember her first film that I did watch because it was called Winter's Bone, and they were all talking, wow, we have discovered this amazing new actress. It was like in Tennessee or Kentucky. I watched it. I was like, I don't see what's going on. Not really anything there. And I remember her first interview. She's like, I was able to succeed in Hollywood because of my family's values, the roots, the traditions that they gave me. Right after Hunger Games, it's like, fuck my family.
What? Sucking Harvey Weinstein's cock? Traditional values?
Well, that's what she said.
Rob the Builder with a $2, George says, Toy Shop by me has a Death Star, but they're asking £1,000 or dollars, I'd imagine, because it's
1K.
1,000. Wow. That's what I said last. I think that's what I said last week. It's about $1,000. They're going for about $1,000 now. So
I did find something though. I wanted to ask you. It wasn't Legos, but they look exactly like Legos, and they were from Hong Kong.
Mega Blocks or something.
I don't know, but they had like all kinds of stuff, and they were.
Oh, actually, there's some stuff on. I saw some stuff on YouTube. Amazon. That weren't Mega Blocks and they weren't Lego, but they were Lego.
Right. It looked like that.
It was exactly like Lego. And I think one of the things that they'd done was what they called were all the plants. They put all the plants on display, and I can't remember what they're called. One of those places, Arboretum or so, I don't know.
Yeah.
One of those, and that was up, and it was just Lego, but it wasn't branded Lego.
I didn't know stuff like that existed. I bet again, it's Hong Kong. And you know what I got in?
Yeah.
And you know what I got in this week? I got a surprise also. He came in this week. I don't know if you've seen him.
Echo.
Yeah.
He's
Don't tell me.
coming, dude. He's coming. He's already in my storage. Well, the other people haven't seen him. Get him out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching Hot Toys.
I just can't believe how I'm here in the US and you get them like a month earlier.
I've had Echo for about 2 months or more.
Yeah. I'm gonna call.
And then when my bro came this weekend, we took a load to storage, and that included Echo.
Right. Well, I have Constantine too. I'll pull out in a second.
Ladies,
yeah, I haven't seen him.
Brad Waltermeyer with a $10 says, appreciate you and you as well, George. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's very kind. You're too kind. Hitchhiker 42 with a £2. By the way, folks, don't you worry, I got stuff to show. Hitchhiker 42 with a £2 says, I can't believe how quick Kirk arrived from XO6. Mine hasn't yet. It's on its way, but mine hasn't arrived yet. And that's a stayer. That's a stayer in the house.
Yeah, that's not something you get rid of.
That ain't going to no storage. No sir, Bob, no sirree, sir, no sir, no sirree, no sir.
I'm waiting for Khan.
Ah! Oh, hold on. Khan!
There you go. That's the set I've been waiting for. Though I have Kirk on order, and it's supposed to be next week or the week after because EXO Nanjing had stated that we were supposed to have Spock up for pre-order this week. It's been pushed back, I think, by a couple of weeks because they found some kind of better material.
Oh. Yeah, I can't believe how much XO6 are pushing some stuff out at the moment.
Yeah.
Why did you put Echo away? The crowd haven't seen Echo.
I'm pulling them out.
Oh, okay.
Keep coming, getting all
Sorry,
this
I thought you were playing with the Constantine.
No.
George.
Yes.
I apologize.
Heartfelt. I accept.
Heartfelt.
Hey, whatever happened to that guy? He disappeared. He was hilarious.
Well, I don't know. After seeing images of him sticking things up his butt and sucking dudes off.
No. I didn't.
I tell you what, there was a couple of days I didn't go on my timeline.
Because you were afraid?
I didn't go on my timeline. I didn't want to see nothing. It was bad enough seeing the censored versions. I didn't want to see nothing.
But how he could sell himself as this, like, aggro, I am alpha male, hear me roar. And then he's like, hey, yeah, spank me. I'm like, yeah, not really.
Brother Builder with $2 says, have you seen the Pure Arts Witch King mask? If you're referring to Arthas, which I think you are, I ain't giving no money to Activision Blizzard. No, but you give money to others. I know, I'm a hypocrite. We're all hypocrites in some way or another, but my resolve stays steadfast when it comes to Blizzard Entertainment. In actual fact, haven't even touched this expansion. Not even interested. I watched the stream. It just looked like the same old crap. I got other stuff to play, better things to play, just more fun things. 69 for 69. Yeah. So no. Although I do love Arthas, I do as a character, and the Lich King. I just no Activision Blizzard, Ryan, or Blizzard Entertainment really kind of. David Grimes with €5 says, "Hey, lads and George, what hot toys are you most looking forward to next year, and what do you hope they'll end up bringing out for the first time?" That's a good question.
Interesting.
That's a good question.
I'm looking forward to the Batman, the Robert Pattinson Batman from Hot Toys. That's number one. I like the deluxe version, but I'm still trying to get a hold of the Bat Cycle because they're sold out at Sideshow. Drives me crazy. And I
told you, George, it's okay. I got one.
I didn't get one. Okay, I'll vicariously live through yours. So you'll just put it on the screen every once time. I'll just call you up and go, can I
I'll just
please
hold
see
it. I'll
this?"
just hold it like that.
Thank you.
George,
But,
stop it. Don't do that. Don't do that, George.
And the Luke Skywalker Deluxe, the Bespin one. I really want that
Ooh.
because they improved it. The boots, everything.
Looking forward to that one. Definitely looking forward to that one. The Bespin one. There's a couple of things I'm looking forward to. And I'll tell them. Maybe I should even show them.
Yeah.
Why is
show
my
them.
fucking...
Let me get his guns.
Maybe I should show them. Let me show you one. I'll show you this one. Oh, I've got 2 Kirks on order, so I'm feeling okay. I've got one.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, what?
You got both Kirks?
No, I got two of the motion picture Kirks on order. I got one from X06 and I got one on order from Sideshow. So that I can have one, like I said, that's going to stay here.
And one, yeah.
But I'm also going to have one that is going to go into storage.
Yeah. Very good.
I just log out so don't oh no, this is people, you're going to get sad now. Because this is now on wait list.
It is.
This is now on wait list, and I'll show you what not the Kirk. What I'm this is one of the things I'm looking forward to.
Oh, Mondo's He-Man.
A 1 in 6 He-Man.
I didn't know that came out yet.
It's not out yet, it's on a pre-order, but this is great.
Oh, you know they're gonna make that then, right? If they have that diorama up.
Well, if they got that Grayskull, I don't know. I think that might be a custom-built Grayskull, but holy cow. They took some great, and I actually do have. Hello. I think it's on sale as well.
Are you gonna order that if it comes out? Because you know everybody's getting
Arms.
Sweet.
That means they're gonna bring out Man at Arms.
Would you pick up the Grayskull, the castle, if they had it?
Fuck yeah. And I would get my brother to put in a smoke machine so we could get that.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, my brother was already talking about, right, at the top level of the module cases, I got the lighthouse.
Mm-hmm.
My bro was already talking about there's some stuff we can get and put in, which will cause some smoke effect.
Right around the bat signal. Well, ask him. Tell me how to do that. I'd like to know. But the reason is I'm asking this because Grayskull, you're going to see a lot of dioramas coming out over the next couple of years. You remember last week went over a little bit of the Bat Cave that XM have been working on. Well,
yes.
I contacted them. They were supposed to be out 2 years ago. They said the only reason we haven't put it up for a pre-order is because we're still working on it. They're building it out. They want to make it bigger. They thought 1/30th. I think it was 1/30th scale was too small. They want to take it up to just a couple of sizes bigger.
Oh, ladies. Also, David, they're releasing the Ada Wong from Resident Evil 2 Remake and Claire Redfield from Resident Evil 2 Remake next year. So I'm very much looking forward to those because massive Resi fan. We got
Dark Knight Rises. You got the 1/4 scale one. I'm looking forward to because it's got the deluxe. It has that new base.
Which the Dark Knight Rises? Yeah, I got the. Yeah, I got it.
Very nice, beautiful.
I'll take a picture for you later.
Thank you. Heartfelt.
Dude, it's in stock.
I know it is, but I was waiting for everything else to come out with it. There's supposed to be a.
I'm waiting for the Catwoman reissue to come out.
Oh,
to go.
Yeah.
Oh,
no.
Just gonna say to join the party up there.
You talking about the reissue, or you talking about the one where she's on with that on the Bridgeway?
Yeah, on the Bridgeway. Yeah.
Yeah, I want that.
Yeah, I think it's a reissue of the model, slightly upgraded with new base. Devin Smith with a $10 says, did you hear about the cancellation of Wonder Woman 3, Man of Steel 2? So George just mentioned it. Ben Affleck, Batman, and Aquaman. I want to see if they're going to do a movie, do a Trinity movie, do a Batfleck, Wonder Woman, Superman Trinity movie.
That would be good.
Get rid of your chaff and just get your Trinity. Get your Trinity. Call it Trinity because they're the Trinity. and then just go with those three big ones. But what about Batman v Superman? No.
Yeah, I'm sure Ezra Miller knows all about Trinities.
Heyo! Sure has been in the middle of a couple.
You don't hear about him anymore. The Flash has disappeared.
No, because they're trying to get him to shut up before the film comes out.
It's gonna bomb anyway. It's not like it's gonna do well. I mean, at this point, it's kind of like,
I don't know.
maybe if he stands naked on top of the Eiffel Tower, it'll actually drum up some business.
Look, Michael Keaton is going to be I don't know, maybe he's not, but I think he's going to be a decent pull.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought he was. But I've been looking at a lot of polls, which I don't trust polls, but in general, you have big groups big groups that like him, but a lot of people wanted to see Affleck back. I was surprised how many people wanted to see Affleck back.
Look, I think Ben Affleck has done the closest. Excuse me, I don't think we've had the close, but he's done the closest.
I agree.
Batman out of any of the live action adaptations, and if he should have put the black pants on his suit, should have put the black pants on his suit.
Perfect.
But yeah, I would love to see Ben Affleck come back. I really would.
I would. I loved Ben Affleck, but you know, when I first heard about it, I lost some hair. I was like, Ben Affleck? You mean like a douche who played Daredevil? I mean, like, that was what I thought. And then all the little cornball movies he made, I was like, no way. And then when I saw him in the suit, I was like, hold on.
Well, back when that was announced, I was quite happily at the time listening to Kevin Smith podcasts because he used to do Fat Man on Batman.
Yeah.
And so I used to love listening to those podcasts. And one thing that I knew through listening to those podcasts was that Ben Affleck was a monumental Batman fan. So when he was announced, and there was a lot of like voices like yours saying, I was like, oh, careful. I think this guy is a huge Batman fan. This guy knows his source inside and out. We could be onto a good one here. Sorry, as you can tell, my voice has just been wibbly wobbling. Yeah. Could you just hang fire and I'm just going to grab some water?
Absolutely. Yeah, I really liked it. Ended up after having, my doubts about Affleck's Batman. He's ended up being my favorite. It's like I love his version of Batman. Then I'll take Christopher Nolan's Batman with Christian Bale, and then Michael Keaton. Now, Michael Keaton to me means the most just because of the fact of, your childhood memories. Batman Returns. But Affleck, I think he really went all out. He earned everybody's support. What do y'all think? Which one is your favorite Batman? Christian Bale, Michael Keaton, or Ben Affleck? We're not throwing in Adam West right now because that's the television series. Just in the movies, just for the movies. Because think about it. We have one more also. We have Robert Pattinson. How would you compare Pattinson to Christian Bale and Ben Affleck and Michael Keaton? Keaton. So I see Keaton, Bale, Kilmer. I wasn't considering those because I thought they were kind of camp, but hey, throw them in there if they're your favorite. Why not? Affleck, Clooney. Okay. I'm never one to rain on anyone's parade for what they like, but if you like Clooney, okay, bat nipples and all, a little bit different. Bale, Adam West, Pattinson has been the worst. Yeah, I would agree. I really liked the suit. I didn't like some of the stuff that Pattinson was doing, but that really wasn't him, the director. It's like when Batman is walking into that first scene when they're on the subway, when all those people are beating up the old man, and you hear the footsteps. It's like boom, 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 and you're like, aren't you supposed to be stealthy? Come down like fire from heaven, not announce yourself with trumpets. So Pattinson, Val Kilmer, Keaton, Patterson. I like the aggressive side of. Yeah, I did like the aggressive side of Patterson. I will agree with you. Absolutely. Because he really showed kind of like that inner rage, what was tearing him apart inside, and he just let it all loose. Gumplahazi, hi. How you doing? Bale was a great Batman. So who do you think is the best Joker? If we're going to say like Bale, okay, by everyone's choice here, I think Bale, it goes to Bale and Affleck. So who's going to be the best Joker then? Would you say Heath Ledger? Or are you going to say Joaquin Phoenix? And I'm not talking about the television series or Jack Nicholson.
Oh, I mean,
I was asking everybody what they thought their favorite Batman was from the movies, and I actually got a couple of clues. I'm like, okay, I'm not raining on anyone's parade. Not my thing. I didn't like the whole bat nipples, and I don't like.
No.
Schumacher just didn't. He went crazy with that film.
No, I recently watched Nicholson back because I watched the '89 back, and holy shit, he was great.
He was.
Like, he was really good.
Yeah, you ever dance with the devil
in the pale moonlight?
That
there was something, just kind of playful to him, but at the same time, just so malevolent. Fuzzy with the $2 says, "As are there any June hot toys? Not hot toys, but there are some official June 1 in 6s, which weren't made by Hot Toys, but another company. I don't know if they're out yet because I think I had. I had them on pre-order. Damn. Let's So
this is Echo from Bad Batch, from the Star Wars, the continuation from Star Wars: A Clone Wars. He's called Echo. He's the one I think who handles all the technology.
Yeah, he was again a bit like Vader. He's a lot machine now.
Oh, can you see that well?
Yeah, it's just gone a bit blurred.
There we go.
Boom.
I think they've done a really good job.
It looks good considering this is sort of like a live action version of what it would look like.
Correct. I really am liking the Sideshow. Obi-Wan comes next week from the Sideshow Clone Wars series. I know. You got it already?
Yes. It's in my bedroom. I've had it for about 3 months.
But there's a lot of good stuff that comes with this. I mean, I haven't seen a figure that had so many accessories in a long time. I mean, Echo has accessories after accessories, multiple arms that I didn't even see in the show. But I'm really looking forward to the big guy, Breaker. Wrecker.
He's not up for pre-order yet.
No.
They've got Hunter, Echo, the sniper, yeah. Cross has just come up for pre-order. Crosshairs. Yeah. I don't watch the Bad Batch. I didn't like the Clone Wars episode of them. However, I do like the look of the squadron as Hot Toys. But so I am going to get the Bad Batch.
Did you like Star Wars: The Clone Wars, the animated? Because I loved it. I watch it.
Loved it. I thought it was great.
Did you like season 7?
The final season.
Yeah. Beautiful.
I thought it ended exceedingly strong. There was a bit of wobble in the middle with Ahsoka and those fucking sisters and shit.
It's like,
what the fuck was that? Yeah.
It came out of nowhere.
But the ending, was just incredible. Absolutely incredible. From Order 66 and the build up to that, and damn, it was quite emotional. I
did watch something which I couldn't believe. You saw that new animated series that Disney put out a few weeks ago, the Jedi episodes. I can't remember the name of them. Where one of them showed Ahsoka being trained by Anakin right before, from when she was younger by having, the 501st constantly shoot at her. It ties in to the final season of Clone Wars perfectly, because the end of the episode it's just, you see her progressing year after year after year, because he's like, enough with the robots. They're robots. He's like, I'm going to train you right. And so you see the 501st shooting at her. She's like, why the hell? They just keep stunning her. She just keeps falling, going down. And then you see it obviously 3 years later, and she's running through the practice run again. And he's like, wow, you lasted 5 minutes. And then it goes black, and you see her on that destroyer after Order 66 has been given, and Rex is like, I hope all that training is gonna pay off, because she walks into that room when you had all the troopers just waiting to
troopers. Yeah. Oh, that was so tragic though, because Jesse turned, and I like Jesse.
Yeah.
So I've got like any 5 apart from this new 5, the Kenobi 501st nonsense. No, not getting that. Thank
You're
you.
not buying it?
No, it's the wrong color.
I know, but they're not going to re-release it in any other way. I had sent an email after we talked about it. I was like, are you going to make a correction? Is this because, sometimes they put that stuff out, but it's in pre-order so they can adapt it. And they were like, these are the official colors that they got. I found out from Lucasfilm. I'm like,
well, the official colors from the Kenobi TV show.
Yes, from Kenobi.
But it's not the official 501st colors.
Nope.
And I've got 10 501st Hot Toy Troopers.
Oh, very nice.
I want more.
More?
I want more.
Well,
and then all the ones that are coming on the way, with the speed bike and the Scout Walker, they're all the correct color.
You know what I want? I want the ship. No, they're the ship. The troop carrier. That was
okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. I thought you meant
No. Like the Hulkbuster 1-1 from Queen Studios. Like, okay, I don't have a home anymore. I just, put a pillow on top and just lay. No, it doesn't work.
Rob the Builder with $2 says, sorry, as I meant the Witch King from Lord of the Rings, not Blizzard's. I haven't got the room. If I had the room, I would. I don't have the room. It's a 1-in-1. It's lovely. It's big. I think Gary's got one. But it's too big for my little tiny house. Willie Wonkenobi with a $2 says, it's Bane's birthday today. Yes, it is. And as one of the celebrations, we're going to have Graham Nolan on The Real BBC next Tuesday.
What?
Yeah.
Wow. That is brilliant.
I've shown you my Graham Nolan sketch.
You haven't.
Haven't I?
No.
Hold on a second.
Graham Nolan. That is beautiful.
Yeah, Graham Nolan. Yeah. Let me...
I would like to get a black and white sketch of Bane breaking the bat's back.
He doesn't do them.
No,
he don't do them no more.
Oh, beautiful. He made that?
Yeah. This is a head sketch from Graham Nolan.
Does he make it? Yeah, so he doesn't do that at all anymore. Gorgeous.
He doesn't do, he gets people requesting him all the time.
Gotcha.
Can you do me a Bane breaking Batman's back? Don't do that no more.
Does he do a Batman like that? That's gorgeous.
Oh yeah. This is semi recently.
Very nice. Very nice.
Couple of years.
Well, please tell him hello from me.
Well, he'll be on the Real BBC on Tuesday, this coming Tuesday.
Beautiful.
He's got a new book coming out, so we'll give him a little pushy poo on there, and we'll talk a bit of Bane.
Hell yeah.
And when Graham tweeted out this morning, it's Bane's birthday, happy birthday, son, and all that, I replied with my Bane statue from my bedroom, picture of my Bane statue. Because a nice picture, by the way. Those bottles are great.
Which doesn't look like Bane. Okay, here we go. Which is the best?
Graham Nolan's Bane.
No, movie or television. Out of movie and television, which is the? Because they've done a few. I know.
There's never been a proper Bane done.
Okay, so you don't consider Nolan's Bane then a proper Bane, or
no?
Okay. What about Gotham's wacko Bane?
I checked out of Gotham after a season. It was terrible.
Then don't look at the pictures of their Bane.
Oh, I've seen them.
Oh.
Make me mad. Make me very mad.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen them, and they were just, a joke would not even cover.
The thing is how could you properly do him in a film if you were trying to make it realistic? Just like a junkie.
It's not that difficult. No, he's okay. Junkie. All right, George.
No, I'm talking about.
You said the fucking J word. All right, he's not a junkie. It's different. There's a big difference here. Have you ever read Batman Venom?
No.
Okay. You should read Batman Venom. It's from Legends of the Dark Knight.
Okay.
It's a 4 or 5 parter. You could probably get the trade paperback now easily.
Okay. Batman Venom. All right.
Batman Venom. And Batman Venom is about what happened when Batman was tempted and used venom in his early career.
Okay.
That's all I'll say.
Gotcha.
The rest you can read and watch yourself.
Now I want to go get it. That sounds interesting.
When Bane was at San Juan or wherever they put it, whichever fake prison he was in, and then when he was experimented on with Venom, and he grew to, when he says control Venom, obviously Venom has control of him as well. He's very cold and calculating as Bane. He's not just some meathead. This is a guy that absolutely scouted the shit out of Batman. Himself and his henchmen. He set little tricks for Batman. He set little situations to see how Batman would react. So he knew his limitations. He knew that he worked out that Batman didn't kill and things like this. And so when he was ready to release all the inmates from Arkham and send Batman on this crazy, gauntlet run, when he finished that run, he knew that Batman was done. And then he just took him apart. There wasn't a fight in the Batcave. It wasn't a fight. If you've read the comics, if you read Nightfall, Batman was done when Bane confronted him. It was a massacre. Bane just threw him around the Batcave, toyed with him, and then broke his back.
Right. Then
he took him to one of the most vantage points of Gotham and threw his body down into the crowd. Beautiful. It was great stuff. And then we had the rehabilitation and everything, the Jean-Paul Vallée stuff, and
right. Bane
he's very cerebral. That's what we need as well. He's cerebral, but when he wants to, he will.
Right. So who would you say is deadlier, him or Deathstroke?
Ooh. But Deathstroke's kind of like a super soldier, not quite, but kind of like a super soldier. There's some amazing Deathstroke stories with the Teen Titans. Incredible.
Have you checked that out?
Oh yeah.
The
Judas contract and stuff. You read the Judas contract? You need to read Teen Titans, the Judas contract.
Let me write that one down. Have you watched the show?
Yes, I thought they did a decent job with Deathstroke. I thought they did a pretty good job with him in that. But again, if we're going to see Deathstroke, I want to see a proper Deathstroke. And he's an ass kicker.
Do you think that meathead could have played him well? The one at the end.
Yeah.
Really? I always forget the dude's name. The guy who was in True Blood.
Yeah, I know who you mean. Yeah, he was a really good choice. That was actually a really good choice.
That would have been a good movie then. Him, Deathstroke, and Batman. The one that was supposed to happen instead of Pattinson's.
Yes, it could have been if it had the right script. It had the right director. I think But I wouldn't have wanted Snyder to write and direct that. I think you'd need a better writer.
Well, I remember originally it was going to be that you're going to have Affleck write it.
Affleck was going to write it, yes.
And direct it. And then he stepped back from directing it, and then he stepped back from writing, and he's like, I'm going to act in it. That I never really understood. Yeah, it was Manganiello. Yeah. I remember him from True Blood from the first 3 seasons that I watched, and then I checked out.
And he's pretty based. He's a pretty cool dude by the sounds of it. He was really up for it. And pretty gutted.
He plays D&D. He plays D&D.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I saw him in a couple of things. He played live.
Oh, wow. Shake from Hunger Team with $2 says, as do they make Game of Thrones or Heart of the Dragon, House of the Dragon 1 in 6 toys? Yes.
Oh, yeah.
They make Game of Thrones 1 in 6, and you can find them on sideshow.com. And you might even find them on discount at the moment, because some of them are on discount. So yeah, if you go to sideshow.com, put Game of Thrones, you will find yourself in there. There'll be a lot of Game of Thrones stuff, but you'll find some 1 in 6s. House of the Dragon, not yet. Not yet, but Game of Thrones, yes.
A lot of Game of Thrones from 3.0, if I recall correctly.
Is it 3.0 that do them? 3.0 is Good Company.
Yeah.
Good Company 3.0.
You know what I was thinking of picking up? I was thinking of bringing to the show.
A newspaper.
Yeah, not a newspaper.
Okay.
Take another guess.
Leaves.
Leaves, no. No, but what I was thinking of picking up was some of the Fallout figures, because I saw the power armor and I keep seeing it, and I'm like,
I got one
of these.
I got.
Where is it? Let me see it. You have one? I got.
It's in storage. I do have a picture.
How big is it though? I mean, is it full one? Is it a full 1/6? Because
yeah, it's like it's in power armor. It's big. Okay. It's like it's bigger than a 1 in 6 figure. In as much as a 1 in 6 figures like 12-inch average. These are power armor. This is like 15 inches or something.
Did you get the lifter for the armor? Okay.
I personally didn't, but you can.
Yeah, because I saw it. You know what I like when we have these discussions is nobody else has a collection that I always thought I had, like the collection of collections. And when I started talking to you, I'm like, I haven't heard of this. I haven't heard of this. And I love that. I mean, you have stuff that I'm like, wow, man, you open my eyes about Lego. And now you're telling me that the power armor.
Yeah, good. I'm gonna see if I can actually, is it on? I might have it on my gram. Doing it for the gram? Mm-hmm. No? Okay. Links to the description of my Instagram down below. I'm gonna see. I might have posted a picture up on my Instagram. Let me have a look. Oh God, there's some good ones. There's some good ones of some goodies.
You know, my J&D is coming in next week, so we'll have it for the show. The Batman and Bruce Wayne from Christian Bale from The Dark Knight. Yeah, 1/3 scale.
Oh, here's this isn't it, but this is let me just share this with you. This is part of my 501st.
Okay.
Maybe I've only got 8 501st. See, I need more regular 501st. Well, although these have all got regular 501st helmets.
Right. Well, you could just a new one and then just kind of dust it up a little bit.
But it's nice. The color. This is much darker blue. Much darker blue. So annoying. So frustrating. Okay. I got lots of 501st pictures.
Or you could just wait a few years because Hot Toys just re-releases everything.
Hey, just while we're here, just want to share that.
Oh yeah, Nightfall.
No, that's Jean-Paul Vallée Batman.
But that's after Nightfall, correct? That's when Azrael.
This is the Azrael Batman in his first iteration, yeah.
Right, when Azrael took over.
So I thought you said Nightwing.
No. I remember it after Nightfall. Did you like Azrael?
I thought it was an interesting story. I mean, he's obviously not the right Batman. But I liked him. Yeah, I thought it was a great story of a fall from grace. When you're programmed by an assassin, and you program it, and you can't break your programming, and then suddenly you say, "Hey, Bruce has got a broken back. We need you to be Batman," and then it just all gets too much for him. Ian Soforth at £10 says, I love Nicholson as Joker. Apparently his performance was enhanced by a considerable indulgence in nose candy. Really? I actually didn't know that. I actually did not know that. It sounds a little bit racist when you put it like that.
that had a little bit of fun in the 80s. Come on, I think that's what Hollywood needs. They need to go back to doing drugs, having parties, having fun before the whole Me Too craziness. Think about that. Think of what Me Too did right after Me Too. What happened? I mean, all the films went to shit. I know it's coincidental, but at the same time,
Is it coincidental though? Is it?
everything. What did I have this conversation a lot? There are some of my friends who'll say, you know, what Harvey Weinstein is bad. I said, yes, you cannot do something against someone's will. But I said, how about we talk about the women who are like, but I slept with him and he used me. I'm like, yeah, you didn't want to be a superstar, did you?
Some people, some knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
Some were lured.
Right. Doing it against somebody's will, never. Absolutely wrong, disgusting. But I'm talking about the ones who are like, yeah, you know, whatever you need, daddy. I want to just be in the movies.
I want to be in the movies.
So what do you got to show this week? Something.
I'll show it in a minute. I'll show it in a minute. I'll show it when I'm ready.
When you're ready.
I'm trying to find I'm trying to find a picture of the
which? Oh, the power armor.
The power armor, yeah.
Cool. I'm trying to find any news about actually the Fallout show.
Oh,
you heard about it?
No, I know they're doing one, but they've, you know, let's just be honest. Have they ever done anything right?
No, but the only thing that gives me like a scintilla of hope is the fact that you have Nolan's brother. You have Jonathan Nolan, right?
No, Jonathan Nolan's shit.
Right, but he did the first season. Wouldn't you agree of Westworld correctly? The first season.
Look, you know, I'll be honest with you, George. I dipped halfway through Westworld season 1. I was bored off my head.
Okay, wasn't for you.
I was, you know, a lot of people. I know a lot of people liked it. I was bored, stupid.
I haven't watched after season 1. I think I watched the first episode of season 2. I was like, it just didn't have the same thing for me. And I think it just finished up. It got canceled.
Yeah, it's just been. Yeah, I think the next one. I got too many. I'll have to go another time.
Okay.
Mexican Iron Man with $10 says, I am a Graham Nolan mega fan. This is amazing news, and I'm fired up to see the two of you doing this show together. Oh, thank you, dude. It's good to see you, man, as well.
Thank you.
But thank you. Yeah. I'm a Graham Nolan massive fan. Been a huge fan of his artwork, particularly over that period of time. Him and Chuck Dixon created Bane. I think Bane's one of the greatest villains created.
Really?
Especially in the last 50 years. We say 50? Yeah. Let's say 40 years. I think it's one of the best. All you need is a decent writer, somebody with a little bit of imagination. You can do good things.
And someone to back them. That would be beautiful.
Oh, yeah. Johan Naxos with the $5 says, when is that Arriva lightsaber coming out? Oh, yeah, that's not coming out, dude.
It didn't get the funding.
Not even close to the funding.
Nobody wanted it. See, that is an accurate representation of how people really liked Obi-Wan Kenobi. Because if they had loved it, it'd have been sold.
Do you know what I did get?
What?
I did pre-order the Luke Skywalker FX saber.
I don't know that one.
Just came out for pre-order recently from Hasbro Pulse.
Luke Skywalker. Let me look that up. Luke Skywalker FX.
And that one I snapped up because that's a cool dude. Obviously before the dark times. Yeah, but I'm sorry, Johan. I know you're going to be amazingly disappointed about it. But yeah, it's not coming out. It's not coming out, man. I'm sorry. I got some stuff.
Deathosaurus. Interesting.
I want to show off a statue.
All right.
I want to show off a statue first. This is a statue I ordered that just arrived this week. We've literally put it together for today's stream. And here we go.
Very nice.
Do.
Much better than Netflix.
Much better than Netflix.
That's
You have
the way to go.
the gorgeous Faye Valentine from Cowboy Bebop.
Oh yeah, that's the way to do it. Very nice.
Look at
Who
that.
made that? That's very nice.
I'm not sure. I'm not going to look at the bottom because he'll fall apart. But look at that. And this was actually really reasonably priced for a statue of this size. Oh, got her ass in my face. How terrible.
Very nice.
Yeah, absolutely awesome. I'd love to get the spike. I think that I'm not sure if they've done the spike yet, or but get the spike to go with that would be epic.
Oh,
So can I have my Faye and my spike together?
Are you
But I
gonna get the
know,
whole set?
poor me. Hey,
You gonna get the whole set?
I just want Faye and Spike. They're
Okay.
actually releasing a Faye and Spike statue of them together, which I think I will get.
In any kind of position.
They are dynamically firing like that and like that. I like Jet Black. You know, I like all the characters from this series, but I just, you know, Faye and Spike are my faves.
Yeah, of course. I can't believe how
yeah.
Netflix butchered that show. I'm coming to believe, though, can anime, was it? I mean,
I think George pressed the wrong button because he didn't knock himself out of the stream. He's knocked himself out of the entire studio. He's vanished. So I think he might have hit the wrong button. Did you hit the wrong button, George?
no, it just literally said, it said you're something like you're out. And I was like, I didn't hit anything.
I didn't knock you out.
I was like, okay, wow, maybe Az did like Netflix's version of Cowboy Bebop. I'm like, how? Well, there you go. Everybody has the right to like what they like, but
how dare you speak badly of it?
no, I just think of the fact that I don't think, at least today, that anime can be properly translated to the live television.
I haven't. I'm trying to think. Has there been one? I can't remember a single anime that's been translated well to. And the thing is, right? Anime, it's not just a genre. It's an artistic expression within itself.
Correct.
And sometimes anime isn't necessarily meant to be adapted for live action. That's not the manner in which it was created. Cowboy Bebop, for example, is so stylized that the translation of it to live action doesn't work. It's like a lot of comics don't work when you translate them to live action, because when you physically say out the words of the bubble, even in your head, they sound okay, but when it's adapted out there, and they got to play, then they try and play with the script, and it makes it even worse, and blah blah blah.
I did like Alita Battle Angel. People are mentioning that Alita was from
I have
anime.
it, but I haven't seen it yet.
I enjoyed it. I really liked it. Thank you for sharing it. So I would say, okay, that was done correctly. But I wonder how you could do it for television. I mean, that was for a film, but it works. So they did prove you could do it if you had the time, resources, and the talent. Because they're trying to make a number 2.
What?
Yeah,
Are they? Mm-hmm. Sorry, for a minute then my brain was like Cowboy Bebop, and I was like, no, that's cancelled, mate.
Did you ever get the Alita Battle Angel Hot Toys? Very cool figure.
Nah, I nearly got one, but I need to watch it.
Then I'll bring it next week.
Eve Barlow's Rotten Crotch with a £5 says, is it wrong that I still paddle Kirstie Alley like a canoe nearly a week after a passing? I mean, there can't be that many cobwebs.
Wow.
Thank you for the super chat there. I got nothing to say for you there, man.
Yeah, well.
I got a couple more things to show.
That was a doozy.
That was my one. I got a couple of things to show. Oh my god! Looking at this boy here, I'm just like. So you know, like my Transformers.
Mhm.
You know, like my Transformers.
Yes.
And I like my fans' toys particularly, which is a third party that really make them look like the anime characters. Well, there's a toy, there's a Transformer toy, which is now a remode of a fans' toys.
Come on, so someone did a remake. Okay,
A remode, yeah, and it is.
You like it?
It's one of my favorite. Oh, I like it a lot.
I can tell.
It's not Trans Toys. It's Paradise, something or other. And this is their Soundwave.
Oh, wow.
And this is absolutely out freaking standing.
Can you go full screen?
Sorry. Let me pop you down, dear chum.
That is very nice. Very nice.
Let's go. And yes, the tape deck eject button works. And there is a tape deck in there. There's Rumble. You get Rumble with him.
How does he look? Rumble.
Oh,
Does he transform, or is it just the?
Yeah. If I was to press the cassette deck to open, you got the cassette. This will transform into Rumble. Which is
me in to start collecting these now.
Oh, this is an absolute. Oh my lord, so damn good. Clicks in so well. This is the right now. Then you actually get customized pieces with this, because this is made to be like the anime cartoon. You have an adaptation of the head, so you can get it like the toy Transformer head, and you can get an adaptation of down here as well to make it more like the toy Transformer 2. So you can make it look like the toy Transformer, or you can make it look like the anime Transformer. I want it to be the anime. Now then, Soundwave isn't over yet, because what you can also get is an add-on pack, which I got, which brings his other cassettes.
Oh, very nice.
So you get Frenzy, Ravage, not Savage. I said Savage in a video. Ravage.
I always like Ravage.
And Laserbeak. I loved Ravage. Yeah. And Laserbeak, obviously with their different names. And they all come with, like Frenzy comes with his adaptive earthquakers and all that. So these are great. But just quickly, I think I've already opened it up from one end. Ladies. Yeah, here we go. I've already opened it from this end. Yeah, I said Savage in a video instead of Ravage.
Oh, wow.
But as I'm one of those brain farts, I said it's something like Savage. Ravage. So there you go. And then you've got his little guns that he gets, and he's even got Frenzy even has 2 alternate heads.
I mean, they give you a lot.
Oh. They cost a lot.
Gotcha.
You get a lot. It costs a fucking lot.
Now someone gonna knock off the knockoff of the knockoff?
Well, we've suddenly, I mean, we've got a knockoff of the knockoff right now. So we just need that knockoff of the knockoff of the knockoff. And just like fans' toys, you get the metal cards with them, and they'd be great for putting into a folder or something.
Have you
so good.
Have you transformed them to see how?
No, I want them in the robot form.
Okay.
I want them in the robot form. I do have one more.
Don't tell me you got an Optimus or a Megatron.
No. Why you gotta play me like that? Because now when I don't bring up an Optimus or Optimus or a Megatron, it just went, oh, yeah. I bought this one. Well, I mean, to be honest with you, I want all the fucking fans toys. I want them all. But I you know, you pick off, you know, you start to pick them off. You know what I mean?
Of course, your favorites.
Yeah. And one of the reasons why I picked this one up is, first of all, I think this is one of the most beautifully colored Transformers there is. I just love the color scheme. It's mental. It doesn't make a lick of sense at all, and it's great. It's just great. It's also a headmaster.
Okay.
And I just love. I've got both Galvatrons, Kane. I've got both. I got one.
Both.
Hello.
Both.
One of them's right there, by the way. And I just like the whole Transformer headmaster storyline. Fortress Maximus is just, I really, really do want them to release the body. So to go with the head that we got. But this is just.
So you're going to go full trans.
Yes. Full, George. Full.
Full on. Got it.
Meat and potatoes. Meat and potatoes and all. Twig and berries and everything. So, I don't think. All right, some meat puppet. This is good. I like this. I like an audience that can do things like this. Now then, dude, I do have the Earth, whatever it was, the Netflix thing. I do have that Scorponok.
Okay.
I don't think there's a fans toy Scorponok. It would be massive.
Prime 1 Studio.
Earthrise, thank you. Yeah. I do have the Earthrise Scorponok though. But Prime this
1. Oh, that is colorful.
This is Skull Cruncher.
I didn't know that one.
And this is a headmaster, and this has just got, it's so vibrant. Mm-hmm. Transforms into a crocodile. But he's got this amazing sword, which is his tail in transform mode. The headmasters are just freaking amazing, man. And these headmasters have full articulation. And the gun, and I just put him in this little sexy pose for now. But the color scheme is outstanding on it. There's the crocodile head at the back. I love this.
Very nice.
I have one more on the way, which hasn't arrived. I will hopefully have that for next week. But those boys have come to add to my fans toys collection. They are incredible additions. Soundwave is, I think Soundwave was even though he's a Decepticon, was a big, a lot of fans of Soundwave.
Oh yeah.
And I think this version of him is beautiful. And soon to be released, Jazz, the Porsche 911.
I got something.
Boom! Unbelievable. Look at this. WG. WG. $50 super, dude. That's a lot. Wow. Never thought I'd see as a trans activist. 100%. Trans for life.
So now
trans for life, dude.
You have to make a flag, a group.
Well, I mean, Skull Cruncher is half of those colors.
Have you seen, since you like Scorponok, have you seen Prime 1 Studios Scorponok? Very nice. I know you don't like the movies, but you should take a look at it.
I didn't like it. No, I've seen it.
No, you didn't like it? Okay.
Seen it, didn't like it.
Any of them from the films?
No.
The body designs. I really like those. That's what got me into it.
No, because they don't look like the Transformers.
Well, they don't look like the cartoons. They're the live act. Because I was saying I could bring a couple here because I have the whole set. I can just put the statues up. We can go through them. But if you don't like the films, is it you don't like the bodies because they don't look like the animes? Or is it the films
Yeah,
themselves?
I mean, you saw in Bumblebee, they made Bumblebee look half decent in that. They made Optimus Prime look half decent in that, which means they can do it.
Correct.
And then in the trailer for Rise of the Beasts, the car that the dude's in, like the Autobot that the dude's in, is Mirage, and it looks like Jazz.
Right. I didn't like that trailer. I saw it.
No, that's because it was really bad, George.
Yeah, horrible. And so I pulled this out of
because it was really bad.
I pulled this out of the pile because you mentioned it earlier.
Oh, ladies. Batman Hush.
Yes.
There you go. Yeah.
Here, I can
Now
pull
you
it
can
out.
get the Mecha Hush. Oh.
You want me to pull it out?
No, don't hurt that box.
Okay.
That box is in really good condition.
Yeah, I keep everything pretty.
Oh my God. Once upon a time, I put a bid on eBay for all of the Hush figures, all of them.
Really?
Won the bid.
You did?
And then the guy said, I've just found that I've just taken them out the loft. They're all like raggedy and destroyed and shit. I was like, fucking asshole. I don't like big bots. I like Transformers. Okay.
Yeah.
And there we go. There is Tommy Elliott.
I always thought it would make a great movie. The Hush
I
series.
wouldn't trust anyone to make it currently.
No, not today.
But yeah, it would make a great movie. It would make a really good movie. And you could have some really good characters in it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Fresh Snow. Mirage was, and will always be an F1 race car. Thank you. Correct.
Yeah, I like the Hush.
By the way, that is the fans' toys. One still to come is Mirage.
Mirage. Do they have a place online where you can look at this? They have a website for it?
No, if you go to fanstoys.com, it just says something amazing is going to come.
Right. Because I looked after you told me last week, but I found a few of them on Big Bad Toy Store. Do you ever buy anything from there?
Oh, yes. Hey, okay. Big Bad Toy Store. Sup?
So we support them. Good.
Yeah, I get a few things from there. I bought some Thundercats. Some Thundercat toys from there. I've purchased. I got some G.I. Joe Crimson Guard.
Okay.
On pre-order.
1/6 figures?
No, the G.I. Joe.
Oh. Gotcha. Oh, I didn't know you like those also.
I love the classified range.
Okay.
Now the ones I got on pre-order are slightly different. The faces are black, the backpack's black. This is like a remake of the toy. The old school toy Crimson Guard. Freaking amazing stuff.
Very nice.
I got 3 of these. And I think with Big Bad Toy Store, I got 2 from the Hasbro Pulse of the new Crimson Guard. And then I think on Big Bad Toy Store, I've got 6 movies Crimson Guard. So I'm going to have 8 new Crimson Guard plus these 3, but these 3 is going to stay like this. I know. I need an army.
But which army? Are you trying to build a Star Wars army, a Cobra army, a G.I. Joe army, a Trans army? Just going to bring them all together. Be one.
Why you got to be trans?
Huh? But are you going to be bigoted against? That's really nice. I used to love G.I. Joe long time ago. I had the old Mega. Have you ever seen the 12-inch original G.I. Joes with the fuzzy hair?
Oh yeah. In the UK, it was called Action Man.
Action Man. I have a few of those. I got to pull them out
So
of storage.
I still do. I still have. I have one
Yeah,
in storage.
Okay, me too. I have the capsule.
Voice box still works.
Wow.
It's not in good nick because I played with my toys a lot. But yeah, the eyes still work, and the voice box.
Did y'all have $6 Million Man, Steve Austin?
Nah, I wish. Lee Majors, what a dude.
Yeah.
What a man.
I watched an episode the other day. I just wanted to see, just for the hell of it.
Hey, why not?
You know what? I was entertained for a little bit. Some aspects filming wise you didn't like, but I was like, hey, good guy, bad guy, pretty woman.
Oh,
beat him up, save the woman, strong.
I watched well, I used to, when I was a kid, my favorite show when I was about 8 years old was Fall Guy.
Oh, come on. Yeah, Fall Guy. The truck. I used to have a little Tonka toy of the.
I loved that show. Still do. Was it Heather? It wasn't Heather Locklear. It was Heather.
I tell you. I thought it was Heather Locklear.
Or was it Heather Locklear in that show? I thought it was the other Heather, the other absolutely gorgeous Heather.
It was
Heather Stevens, was it? Heather Thomas.
Heather Thomas.
Oh my God, that is a woman.
Yeah, Fall Guy was amazing. See, again, you had some kind of corny jokes, but you always had. It was simple. You had small arcs, but good, bad, bing, bang, boom.
In output catalog.
There you go. And always pretty ladies.
Well,
No, I just noticed something the other day. I was watching Willow, right? And I turned it off. Yes, I was putting myself through that whole rings thing. And I turned it off. And there's something that I noticed that I've been talking about for a while. How come all of modern entertainment in the last 4 years, you don't see pretty people anymore? I mean, it's like half the people look like they've been run over by a bull at a Texas rodeo. The other half look like my neighbors. I'm like, I want to see how the celebrities and the stars used to be. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
You think that's intentional?
Probably.
Like they used to be groomed, like they came from Olympus. You're like, wow, that's
men. Remember, men aren't allowed to have masculinity anymore. Oh, by the way, the person that put the shit comment in the beginning of the stream wrote oh, you're a dickhead email to me. Fuck off. You just proved exactly who you were. You came from a wrong place. You got fucking called out. You got made to look a fool. So you had to write an email like that because you're a fucking baby. Go fuck yourself. Just thought I'd say that. Yeah, remember, men aren't allowed to be masculine anymore. They're not allowed to exhibit masculinity. They're not allowed to take control. They're not allowed to take charge. They're not allowed to be in any way, shape, or form seen as helping, aiding, telling, teaching, learning women in any way, shape, or form. And so we have ineffectual men. We have pathetic beta males now. And we have women who are full of so-called toxic masculinity that they don't have any femininity. They don't have any growth because they're already amazing. So there's no arc for them to ever go on. So there's no reason for anyone to even like or support them in any way, shape, or form or fashion. And it makes for very, very boring television.
Right. That I understand. But I was going more on the surface issues. Like they're pushing a product.
Mm-hmm.
I know they're trying to push a message in their agenda.
And they're pushing a message, not a product.
Right. But even a message has to be packaged in a certain way, and the package I've noticed keeps deteriorating.
Well, let's use The Witcher as an example, okay? Henry Cavill is the show,
Right.
okay? They wanted to tell their messages, their feminist, their intersectionality, but they needed, and they had the budget because it was Netflix, and they had the franchise to do it. So they go, let's get Henry Cavill. Henry Cavill, massive Witcher fan.
Yep.
Knows the books inside and out, probably played the games to death. And he comes in and he's all excited because he's Geralt of Rivia and we're going to do this. And then they go, actually, they're going to follow these stories of Yennefer. Okay. So he bails after 3 fucking seasons. Willow, not a big franchise. It's a one movie from the 80s.
Yep. 34 years ago.
Some people maybe remember, some don't. I remember I wasn't even interested in watching it in the 80s. Never watched it, never cared to watch it. They don't have the budget. They don't have the franchise. So they have to make do with what they've got. And what they had is they had 2 women's that they wanted to push. So it doesn't matter what the dudes look like because they're unimportant. And you don't want your dudes in that. They wouldn't want their dudes to outshine their womensies.
But I was talking about the women and the men. Like, they don't have women in roles anymore that look like they used to look.
My opinion. Jane Theory did a good video I think today, actually. She did a good video on the Jennifer Lawrence thing. And I think one thing that she mentioned was the androgyny of female heroes now. Like, your Ruby Roses and such like that. They've lost that femininity that they used to have. And remember, femininity is bad now.
Right.
Femininity is bad. Femininity is a weakness because women can't be feminine. Because if they're feminine, it means they're subservient to men who are toxic, but you can't be toxic because toxicity is bad. I don't care. Don't watch it.
I agree. It was always with Tilda Swinton. It's like, I remember she started kind of like that androgynous fad.
But Tilda Swinton is an incredible actress.
Brilliant.
And she's been used very cleverly and well with that. But she's still a woman. Right. And she doesn't... What do they call it now? She doesn't... What's the stupid word that they use? Whatever. She doesn't see herself as androgynous. She's a woman.
Right, but she's used that way a lot, especially lately.
Well, yeah,
yeah. You know that. Have you ever seen the Jim Jarmusch film with Tilda Swinton, since you like her because she's a great actress? It's with her and Loki, and they're vampires.
Oh, Tom Hiddleston.
Good film.
Not seen that.
A long time ago. It didn't come out in the movie theaters. It was just one of his little art house.
Identify was the word I was looking for that I couldn't think of. She doesn't identify as any of that nonsense. Famous last words, eh?
Yeah.
Famous last words.
Now I'm gonna have to check out Fall Guy.
Oh, he was so good for Heather Thomas.
A-Team.
When I was a young boy, she put lead in my pencil. See, when you're a kid and you see women like Heather Thomas on screen, you know which way you're swinging. Eric Bailey with a $20. Eric, thank you. The Witcher is dead. Long live the Cavill. Wokesters hate men, beautiful women, and all things society was built upon. You ain't wrong. If they get what they want, they will be the first ones crying about society falling. Hail to all. Hail to you, dude. Well, Lauren Histrich, I've just did a video before this stream. Lauren Histrich is begging people to watch season 3 because she knows if season 3 fails, then that
bye-bye.
The spin-off show that's gonna go. I mean, that's gonna go fucking anyway. That looks fucking hot garbage. But more importantly, her show's gonna go. More importantly for her, that is. So I never planned to watch season 3 of The Witcher. Now after that, definitely not going to watch season 3 of The Witcher.
You're not going to burn it to the ground?
No, because look,
like
it's already burnt to the ground. It'd just be dancing in ashes, and there's no point in dancing in ashes. Henry Cavill's not going to be utilized properly again for the 3rd season in a row. That's why he got the fuck out of Dodge. Contract's over. Fuckity bye.
Yeah, out of here.
That's what he went. That's what happened. You know, he was contracted for 3 seasons with the option to continue, you know, should the show be successful. His 3 seasons are done and he's gone fuckity bye.
And he was the anchor. I mean,
he's the show.
Without him, they have nothing. And in that sequel, what the hell is that? I mean, it was god awful. I don't even know how to categorize it. I was like, how do we frame this? Saturday Kung Fu Theater that I used to watch as a kid looked 10 times better. I mean, it looks phony. It looks like community theater in some ways.
Tell you what, George.
Yeah.
I'm going to nip to Lou. You tell the audience about the trailer.
The trailer for the sequel. I don't know if any of you have seen it, but it comes across like, okay, we have a little bit of extra money. What are we going to do? Are we going to dump it into Witcher? Are we going to try to salvage it? Are we going to try to get some people who know anything about the series, anything about the franchise, so we can work to convince Henry Cavill, please stay, and we're going to work with you so we can have something successful? Or are we just going to take this, rent a jet, go around the world, have a good party, talk about, you know, the environment, and we'll just use the spare change to make a trailer? Because pretty much that's what it sounds like. It sounds like somebody got off their meds and was like, hey, would you like to make a Witcher sequel? Why not? And so they put this whole thing together. And it literally, I keep trying to find like the exact words. It looks like you got a bunch of high school students who are like, we'd like to participate. You don't have to pay us. You don't have to do anything. We'll even write it. Just get us some actors. That's pretty much how it comes across. I've just never seen that amount of disrespect paid towards, well, we have recently with Amazon's Rings of Power, Disney's Star Wars sequels and everything else that they've done. And Netflix, after saying that they've wanted to change, wanted to rehabilitate themselves, you know, cutting out all the woke, cutting out all that fat while they're supporting Dave Chappelle, you still have an entrenched part of their executives, which are like, no, we're going to make bad crap. I'm trying to find the perfect word to describe the trailer. It just...
dog shit.
Yeah, besides dog shit, because what is it? It is shit. I mean, it's like a sick sandwich, but there's nothing.
It's almost parody.
Maybe parody. It's like Beastmaster 38 years later looks better than that.
I'd say so. I mean, it looked cheap.
Cheap.
It looked tacky. The costumes look pathetic. The inclusion and diversity aspect just makes it look laughable. Just like it's, you know, like a conference, just bukkake all over your face. You're just like,
did they go Futo or
everywhere, mate? Everywhere. I can't even take it seriously. I cannot take it seriously. How can I look at that and take it seriously?
But how did they get the actors for it? Michelle Yeoh.
How do she's too good for that?
Yeoh? I know, but that's the point. How do you get Michelle Yeoh in that?
Because she wants to do Hollywood.
I know, but that's not Hollywood.
It probably pays way more than I don't know. Probably pays way more than
Hollywood. I don't know what name to actually apply to because it's just garbage. I mean, again, sometimes when I find something that's so horrible, I'll go, you know, it's a shit sandwich, but there's a couple of pieces of bacon in here if you really want to dig through the fucking thing. Like, I'm not going to do it, but asinine. Great word, Sean.
Oh, asinine. That's a good word. Yeah.
It's just cheap and asinine.
Andrew Matthews at £2 says, I see Melanie Mac just did a toy video
What?
No, puts toy inverted commas. That'd be interesting.
Hold on, ass.
Easy, Tiger. Fucking hell, mate. Send me a jet, son. Not that same kind of toy, all right? I don't think Melanie Mac will be making those type of videos, dude.
I was like, is this YouTube or OnlyFans?
Wow! Tay Bebe 26 with the $5 says, "As what's your opinion on the CD Projekt Red remaking the Witcher games designs to that of the Witcher Netflix show? I'm new to the franchise, but I'm meh now. I Tay Bebe, I don't know what you're even referring to. None of the games that I'm aware of have adapted to any of the Netflix show at all, because they're all made before the Netflix show. So I don't actually know what you're referring to on that one. I know they're remaking The Witcher, but there's no imagery or anything like that to show off at the moment. And I don't think the imagery would be that of the TV show. So honestly, mate, I don't know what you're referring to.
I'm gonna pull out Constantine. Give me a second.
Okay, that's fine. Sean Owens with the $5 says, "Asinine, the word, George." Yes, I think that's a good one. I think that's a good one to use for that. It's a Lara Croft. Hey, I'll check that out later. You know me and my toys. Oh man, what a crop today! My Faye statue, hi Faye, and the two Transformers. I've got to get the stickers though for them. And chat, top link in the description below. You can get an As toy. There's less than a week left now to own yourself a hot dog man as plushie. Go to the link in the description box down below, top link. If you order myself and Wizard Gary from Nerderotic, obviously, then you'll get a 10% discount. 10% discount. And when it ends, not doing any more Hot Dog Man plushies ever, unless we do them again. We're never doing any more Hot Dog Man plushie as is ever, unless we do them again. So you gotta get in there. The link is the link there? Yeah, should be. Is it? Let me check. I thought it was. Maybe it's not. It's not. Let me put the link in the description box down below. Okay, let me put the link in the description box down below, because it's not in the description box down below. Now it's in the description box down below. Whew. So I just put it in the description box down below. I've saved it. It should be there. There we go. Andrew Matthews. Wait, for some reason you can't. There you go. With a £2 says it was a Lara Croft full size. Sexy sound doll. Saved. I know. Saved. Do you know what it was? I know why. Because I was boomering before the stream, and I nearly set the stream up through YouTube, which isn't the way to do it. And I was reusing the old Hot Toy settings, which had the link in the description. Then I was like, oh,
gotcha.
I need to be doing this through StreamYard because I'm doing this with George. So I need to do this through StreamYard. So I shut that down. Then I went into this. I didn't have the link in the description. So top link in the description down below. Go order yourself a Hot Dog as Man plushie. Thank you, Mila. See, Mila, she's
very nice.
She's on it. She's on it.
There you go.
I'm not, but she is. Oh, let's have a That looks like who does that look more like? I want to say Jason Bateman.
Jason Bateman. Really? You don't think it's got the Keanu?
Oh
Right
yeah, I
there
mean you can see the Keanu, but
it's hard to do his
no,
head.
not Jason Bateman. Fuck, the guy from Sliders.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Who was the guy from? I'm gonna have a look. I'm gonna get his name.
Really good figure. Really good figure. You can see the detail, the way that they have. They made the holy shotgun.
Jerry O'Connell. Looks like Jerry O'Connell.
Where you see it spins, and he comes with
yeah.
He comes with the cigarettes and the Bible, the holy water. Also, the base is magnetic, so the customizer.
Yeah.
And you can see here. Can you see me?
I can see you.
Well, something just happened to my computer. Okay.
I can still see you. You're looking very confused.
Yeah, because my whole system just blinked for a second. I was like, what the hell is my computer doing to me? It's trying to boomer me.
What are you doing?
So it comes with, it comes with all of these. I doubt you could see this, but it comes with like the lighter and
oh yeah. We got to yeah.
I mean,
It looks like a very scuffed up lighter.
It comes with the lighter and it comes with the holy water and it's the cigarettes, but I didn't know if it was something to show on here. I don't know what YouTube is for like 1.6 cigarettes.
Oh.
You see?
Yeah, I see something else. I'm not allowed to say what I can see though.
What?
I can't tell you. I've been privied. I've been privied on on something.
Is it juicy? Nice.
Oh yeah.
Well, if it's good news, we'll hear about it.
It's juicy Lucy, all right.
So I think that's a really good representation of a Constantine, especially now that they're going to do another one. Good news. Good news.
Hey, chat. Remember on the Real Bieber? Why don't we have both? Why not both of us? Why not do that? You could just do both. On the Real BBC this week, we were talking about that Gotham book, 1919 to 1939, and after I saw that, I was like, oh yeah, I gotta get this. So I ordered myself one. I'm really glad that I ordered myself one. Just been told that when we talked about that book, 100 of you guys bought them. Wow. That is crazy. So you guys are awesome. You guys are absolutely awesome. He sold 100 in 1 hour because of that. So really, really looking forward. Yeah, Michael, I'm really looking forward to getting that. I didn't know it even existed. And then Chris Gore put it across my radar and Gary's radar. So had to pick one up. 100% had to pick one up. Great stuff. You're still there, man.
Yep,
What are you doing? Right, what are you doing, you little sausage?
I was just getting everything out of the way. The book, I haven't heard about that. What is it about?
1919 to 1939. It imagines if Batman was around, I think in New York at that time.
Is it kind of like steampunk?
Well, it just kind of just shows designs of what the characters, the Joker, the villains, he would look like, and it's here. I can bring up the website.
Yeah, because I didn't know about it. I'd like to take a look.
It is something crazy. Here it is. Let's bring it up. Let's bring this up. So this is GiantPandaKing.com, folks. Okay. GiantPandaKing.com. This is
wow.
Gotham 1919 to 1939.
So it is a little bit of steampunk. Like that
I wouldn't say steampunk. I just, look. I mean, this looks incredible.
Speakeasy era. Selena Kyle. Wow. Who did
that? Oh, the Penguin.
is brilliant.
Gee, man.
Some of the creators.
Harvey Dent.
Very well done. Wow.
Harley. Oh. Harley Quinn with a hatchet. Nasty. Oh. Two-Face. Wow. Iceberg Club. That's cool. Mr. Freeze.
Wow, look at the detail that where I gotta order this.
Scarecrow.
Hey, it looks
Yeah, giantpandaking.com. Gotham 1939 to 1919 to 19. Look at the Joker, man. Look at Batman. Holy shit, that helmet looks fucking epic. Oh! Oh!
Oh! I was typing in Giant Panda and I heard I clicked over. Wow.
Giant Panda. Oh, woo! So there you go.
Very well done.
Giantpandaking.com. Check that out. George, we're at the 2-hour mark. Unbelievably.
I can't believe it.
Is there anything that you'd like to plug before we go, sir?
I'm putting out a video tomorrow morning on the first 3 episodes of Willow. And that's going to be something a little special that I'm going to give Disney. Yep, something they deserve. After that, I'm going to be on Bay Staff Monday with Adam Krigler. And then next week, we'll be back here. I'll have some
We'll be back with some hot toys next week.
My live stream is coming together. So it's going to be a surprise.
Nice.
Putting something big together for the very first time.
Ladies. I know it's been 2 hours already. It's incredible, isn't it? It feels like a blink of an eye. It's nuts. Yeah. Big thank you to everyone who watched. Tomorrow, Friday Night Tights. The guest is now, because Stephen Crowder couldn't make it, the guest is now Carl Benjamin, Sargon of Akkad. So he'll be the guest tomorrow on FNT. Then Sunday Fun Day with X-Ray Girl, Quarterback Garrett, myself, and Jane Theory, I believe. We'll be shooty in the darky tidy. That's what we're going to be doing. And Tuesday, the Real BBC, Gary's channel, special guest, Graham Nolan, co-creator of Bane, whose birthday is today, by the way, incredibly. And it's going to be a busy old few days. So massive thank you, everyone who came to watch. Huge thank you to my mods, everyone who hit the super chat button. Thank you so much indeed for supporting the channel. We'll be back same time next week. Until then, you take care. Bye for now.
Bye.